Rom-com royalty Hugh Grant making the leap to horror films is not that crazy to me because rom-coms are like 2 decisions away from becoming horror films themselves. Heretic tells the story of 2 young missionaries who become ensnared in a deadly game of cat and mouse when they knock on the door of the diabolical Mr. Reed. Once they're trapped in his home, they must turn to their faith if they want to make it out alive. The film comes from A24 and it has that A24 look to it, and it has a very unique premise. It's also quite dialogue heavy, with Hugh Grant delivering a lot of monologues. He is his same babbling self that you remember from like Bridget Jones's Diary. However, now he's in a space where that smile doesn't look as charming, it feels a little more creepy. And he ate this right up. He delivers every line with like multiple meanings. Like there are layers in this performance, and it is quite astounding to watch. I anticipate this film to be very divisive. One, because it is very dialogue heavy. Like for a horror film, that is not what you expect to have monologue after monologue. However, if you are immersed in the conversation and the points that they are making in their debate about religion, I think you'll be fully enthralled. I hate to admit that I did struggle a little bit with this film. I did see it as a second film in a double feature, so I saw it later in the night. I was a little tired. It's not a very visually stimulating film, and it's very dialogue heavy. And if you're not following the like really cool tennis match of wits, then you're kind of just lost. I find it interesting that this film is billed as a horror film because I found it more intriguing than suspenseful, and that's mostly because this cat and mouse dynamic is mostly cat, and by the time it gets to mouse, I've kind of already lost steam. I will say I did enjoy the parts that felt like I was back in school in a lecture hall, like listening to Professor wax poetic about religion. That was pretty cool. And there are some very valid points made. Ultimately, this movie made me hungry for more Hugh Grant in horror films. Yes, please, I want that. But let me know if you watch Heretic, what you thought, and follow me for more movie news and reviews.